All right, guys, this is Jason Jones coming to you from my office. And I'm sitting here, and my kids go, Dad, there's a dude at the door with a BLM shirt on. And I looked, and I saw something shiny in his back. Can I put you on, Mario?
Hey,
I'll put Mario on.
Hey, I'm the one.
Nobody uses a mask, dude. By the way, look at the shirt I'm wearing when BLM comes to my door.
I'm gonna stand up. It's
Yo, you were wearing this, right?
Black Lives Matter. Yes.
And
sir.
what was I wearing?
You were wearing Malcolm X.
But what's it say?
It said Malcolm X.
These are my two heroes right here.
Hey, that's my manager, my first blood cousin.
What?
Malcolm X.
Is your first blood cousin?
No, the owner, first blood cousin, the owner of the company, Inner City Direct Management.
So I know Ilyasa.
Get the heck out of here.
No. So here we go.
Man, this is crazy.
So here we go. So then I answer the door,
Uh-oh.
and his first words are, what were your first
I'm
words?
black and I do not attack.
No, you said I'm not going to shoot you.
Hey,
Then what did I do? Tell the truth.
What did you do? You put the gun on?
I pulled a gun. You said.
And you set it down.
I set it down.
He's a great man.
You ain't going to shoot him. But when he said, I saw the shiny thing, and his first words were, I'm not going to shoot you. I'm like, well, okay, then I don't need this. But then we're from the neighborhood. We're from the same neighborhood.
Where you from?
So I'm from Country Club Hills. You know where that is?
I'm from city of Madison, Illinois.
We're neighbors.
We're neighbors.
Where did you go to high school?
Richland Park High School. In Richland Park, Illinois.
Now, what were you
I
doing
went to
there?
Creek Money. First of all, I did go on.
Sorry, we're gonna get here together.
So what I was doing there?
And then this is just so okay. So yeah, so you're from Matson, so you should have went to Rich Central, right?
No.
So where does
Richland Park, Illinois. It's Rich South. It's two.
Oh, you should have went to Rich South.
Yeah, I went to Rich South. It's like
You went to Rich South?
Yeah, home on yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 29 years old. I graduated in 2009.
So how old are your parents?
My parents about 55, 57 years old. They live in Cypress, Texas
So
right now.
I don't know anyone. You probably went to school with that, but I guarantee you I have friends with your parents in common.
What's that football player name? Went to Rich South High School. Football player, retired Eagle. Greg Jennings went to Rich South High
I didn't
School.
know him.
Yeah.
But there might be some dudes who went to Rich South watching us right now. All right.
Hey.
So you were at my door.
Correct.
You are in the most Republican neighborhood.
I can tell
You know why I love you?
What's up?
Because you knew that when you came here with that BLM shirt.
God dang all right.
That is integrity.
Hey man, listen.
And you're not here. You're here to do your job, to sell stuff. But you're like, yo, what?
Hey man, listen. I just do it for the community, man. Black lives matter. Our black lives matter, but all lives matters, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm young myself.
Boom. See, you know you just said Black Lives Matter, all lives matter.
Yeah.
But when a guy like me says all lives matter, they will yell at me, spit at me, call me names.
Why? Why?
You didn't know about that? Someone got shot for saying all lives matter.
Somebody got shot for saying all lives matter.
Yeah, it was I think in Indianapolis. So I want to get to the BLM stuff, but to me the interesting thing is you're here, you're a young man, you are selling magazines.
Shout out to my baby mama, Quenisha Mills. She already in Dallas, Texas. My number one daughter,
So you can
Mariana.
tell I like books.
So you like reading and you like to educate yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a magazine from you. Well,
And why would you buy a magazine? Most people buy a magazine because
I love magazines.
Hey, so
They're my thing.
now I'm trying to interview you, Mr.
Jason Jones.
So when you was growing up, you know what I'm saying, in the inner city of Harvey, Country Club Hill, what was your first paying job starting off?
Oh!
To get to where you at today. I'm pretty sure this house didn't come easy.
No, it didn't come easy. My first job is I worked at the New Leaf Hair Salon, starting in the 3rd grade, passing out flyers at all the malls around the Chicagoland area.
And what made you do that? Passing out flyers. Did you make a living? Did you make your parents
You
proud?
know, my mom had me when she was 16. You know, with Country Club, people think Country Club Hills is rich. Tell people what
I
Country
used to
Club
go to
Hills
that
is
movie
like.
theater.
That wasn't
Country Club Hill movie. No, it's
something new.
Yeah, they built a whole new theater over there.
Mm-hmm.
We were right off 167.
Well, I would go to the one at Matson. I would
Matson.
walk
You talking about the one?
at Lincoln Mall, which
Lincoln.
you never knew Lincoln Mall.
Nah,
It closed.
they tore them all down.
Lincoln Mall was my salvation. So I would go to Lincoln Mall. I would walk from Country Club Hills along the highway.
No way.
100%. Starting like 7, 8 years old. But then in the 3rd grade, I got a job passing out flyers on cars. And when I first had the job, the manager, the owner actually, had a beautiful Asian wife. Maybe that's why I have a beautiful Asian wife.
Oh my Lord.
And he had this, he owned hair salons.
Okay.
And so after the first day or two I worked for him, he said, hey, here's 20 extra bucks. This is 1979. Here's 20 extra bucks. I said, what's this for? He goes, you didn't throw the flyers away. I said, why would I throw the flyers away? He said, everyone throws flyers away. All the kids throw flyers away. Why wouldn't you throw the flyers away? I'm like, because you pay me to put flyers on cars. And, but what I loved about it is I would get to go to all the malls in Chicago. They all had different arcades. So you don't know about arcades, but arcades, you know, they all, you go to, do you know what an arcade is?
I know what arcade is. They got
Kids don't know about arcades today, but it's, you know, all the video games.
Yeah.
It's the only time you played a video game.
You remember IC Fun World?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Icy Fun World?
that was in Oak Park, Illinois.
Oak Park. I never went to Oak Park.
LaGrange, Illinois.
Uh-uh.
Orland Park.
Oh, Orland. No, I loved Orland Mall. But I got to go to Orland Mall.
Man.
So that was my first job passing out flyers.
Okay.
And I had that job from the 3rd grade until the 7th grade. So
Okay.
you asked me, but you asked me what was my first job. That was my first job.
So what do you do now?
So now I run a human rights organization, and we make movies, write articles, run influence campaigns. Our mission is to protect the child in the womb. We want to stand with the vulnerable, from the child in the womb to the child in Darfur. In fact, right when you knocked on my door, I just got a report that the Uyghur, are you familiar with the Uyghur?
No.
They're the Muslims in Chinese-occupied East Turkestan.
That's crazy because I'm Muslim. Alhamdulillah.
Well, do you know this, brother? 3 million Muslims are in concentration camps in China,
No, I did not know.
and no one talks about this.
Hey,
bro.
check this out. A Muslim brother gave me this yesterday when I was in the neighborhood. Check this out.
Dude, I'm here with 3 Muslims. It's, look at, bink,
this out.
bink, bink. Oh, there you go.
And I wear this.
Oh, I got a gift for you, dude.
Yeah, he gave me this yesterday.
Hold on, I got a gift for you. Do you have a good Quran?
Uh,
Do you have
no.
a beautiful Quran?
No, I
Oh,
got
yeah.
a ripped up Quran.
No, you got a beautiful one, brother.
Alhamdulillah.
I got you a beautiful one right here.
What the? Oh my God.
Here you go, bro.
Jason, you the best.
I got
of
you.
all
I'm
brothers,
Catholic, you know, but I love people. I love people's aspirations to know their Creator.
So what made
Look at this beautiful Quran right here, dude. This is for you. I'm gonna buy a magazine and you get a book.
Oh my God, he gave me a brother. God gonna reward you in so many ways. Mr. Jason, you don't have no idea.
Boom.
Now I want you to keep that. That's a gift from me. I want you to keep the
But,
chain too.
Now, what I need you to do though is, I wish I had a
Keep that for
dope
me. And please frame me if you don't
Okay,
mind.
so tell me what this is. Tell me what this is.
Basically it's a chain. It's a Islamic chain. It stands for God, Allah. I don't know if y'all guys see that stand for.
Cool.
Maybe you can show it
Okay,
off.
I'm gonna give you this then, but don't worry, I got
Oh,
more.
my
So you're
God.
gonna feel bad. So you're like, I can't take that. But hold on.
What's that?
So you know who Fatima was?
Yes.
Who's Fatima?
No, I don't. I lied that quick.
Muhammad's daughter, right?
Yeah, Muhammad. I heard the name.
So this
I
is
knew he
a
had
Catholic
daughter.
apparition in a place called Fatima. Now you get to either choose. You get I give these. So you can either get the new one, never worn,
The new one never worn.
or the one that your brother had.
I want the new one that never worn because that's yours. And this is yours. We're gonna
Cool.
exchange gift.
Look at this right here.
Happy early Christmas.
So you and I,
so-
you know, we're both from the same neighborhood because I'm the type of guy that would walk around a liberal neighborhood wearing a pro-life shirt,
Right?
and you're walking around this neighborhood in a BLM shirt. That is
Yes.
cool, dude.
Hey man, listen man. Somebody got to stand for something, man. And man, it's too many. It's messed up in the world. You know what I'm saying? I try to put out good more than bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I made some mistakes, Jason, in my life. You know what I'm saying? I wish I can go back and rewind time, but you know what I'm saying? In this day of world, it's 2020. We don't live like that. You know what I'm saying? You either get it right or guess what? You're just gonna be another bum on the streets. I got a 1-year-old daughter. Shout out to Mariana. Hey, she ain't died triple D. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I gotta make a living for her.
Well, who doesn't make mistakes, brother?
You know what I'm saying? I gotta make a living.
So this is why I wanted to call you in here.
Oh my God.
So he said, "Hey, da da da."
This is.
He goes, "Your neighbors told me you have a podcast or
I'm gonna
something."
put that on for you, man.
So you told me the neighbors told you. I'm new to this neighborhood, by the way.
Oh, she told me your next door neighbor said she moved from Hawaii. He moved from Hawaii.
I did. So you said to me you want to be a speaker, and that's what I do. That's the number one way I make my living.
Hey man, I read books on motivation. My Zed Ziglar, Eric Thomas, those my big time.
So I'm gonna have some books for you too. I got a lot of books on speaking.
Yeah, bring all of them. Bring
So who you know the 2 speakers that influenced me most?
Oh man,
You know who the 2 speakers that
got
influenced
back.
me most
You got
in
what's
life?
that?
They're on my shirt.
Malcolm X and
These are the 2 speakers that have most influenced me in life.
Hey, you know what's so crazy?
And people are gonna laugh in Minister Farrakhan.
Hey, you know what's so speaking of Mr. Farrakhan? When I go to Detroit, I always run into his son, Elijah Muhammad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean Elijah Muhammad's grandson?
I believe it's his son or his grandson.
Elijah Muhammad's, not Farrakhan's, but Elijah Muhammad's.
Yeah.
I was just with him.
No
I will
way.
tell you offline where I was with him.
No
I cannot
way.
say here. I was just with Elijah Muhammad's grandson.
Get the heck
I promise you. I promise you. And he was with some pro boxers from Michigan he brought down.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you offline. I can't say on the camera wrong where I was.
Man, that's amazing. Well, Jason.
So here's the deal. We're from the same neighborhood. And the first words out, you saw that big Trump sign. And your first words out of your mouth were, "I'm not going to shoot you, I'm a black man." And then, so why were those the first words you said?
Because man, the Black Lives Matter shirt. The reason why I ride, the reason why I wear it, Jason, because I'm a young black African man myself. Now I represent that. You know what I'm saying? For the other cultures. I don't discriminate though. I believe in all lives matter, but at the same time, I'm a black young man that's out here doing some positive things. You know what I'm saying? That ain't doing dumb stuff. That's not hooked on drugs. That ain't robbing stuff. That ain't robbing stores. That ain't polluting the areas. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young black man that's working to do something positive, working to create more jobs in the inner cities of the state of Texas.
So where do you live in Texas?
Right now, we live in New Braunfels, Texas.
You live in so you're my neighbor.
I'm your neighbor.
This is the neighborhood, by the way. Is this a?
I've been told, Mr. Jason, you know what I'm saying, New Braunfels is the safest city to live in. I don't know, is it true, Mr. Jason?
So I looked when Hawaii shut down, and I saw that the country was being torn apart.
Okay.
And the economy was collapsing. I studied the entire United States.
You studied.
I looked because I take very serious my responsibility to provide my family and my children a peaceful, safe environment. And so I picked New Braunfels because I believe that these are godly people, these are hardworking people, these are kind people. And so I said, now they're people. So they're people. But of the whole country, I had never been here, and we bought this house sight unseen.
Sight unseen.
And so we didn't come see it. We came here. And, but here you are. You and I are from the same neighborhood.
Same neighborhood, Jason.
And I bet you I have friends in common with your parents, but you were nervous knocking on my door.
I wasn't nervous. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't nervous.
Because you were or were not? You were, because that Trump sign?
No, I wasn't nervous.
You were not?
No, I was not nervous.
Oh, I love it. But you did say maybe you were just joking. Because you found these people. You know how the people think that Trump sign is a signal for racism. Do you believe that?
No. Trump, Biden, I don't. I'm non-denominational. I don't know.
You're nonpartisan.
You know what I'm saying? But whatever president we get, you know what I'm saying, we have to respect it. We got to respect the rules. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who lead our nations. Hey, some people may not like it. Some people do. You know what I'm saying? We just got to.
But you do believe, you hear people say that Trump supporters are racist.
Yeah, I hear that.
Do you believe it?
I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got their own opinion.
Have you experienced it at all here in New Braunfels? Be honest.
Yeah, no.
Because my wife feels that maybe she thinks people look at her a little longer.
Well, because
But I said it could be in your mind too, babe, right?
You know what I'm saying? People go off of what they hear and not what they see.
So what have you experienced?
Experience what?
Like racism from like a Trump supporter. Have you ever?
Well, nah, I don't get into that. I try to stay back. I try to push myself. That's why I don't never talk about sex, rock and roll, sports, or religion. Because it'll lead to arguments. Because, like I said, once again, it come back. You got an opinion.
You can rock and roll around me all you want, dude.
You know what I'm saying? We all got opinions. So my opinion gonna be my opinion. If we arguing a debate, and that's why I like being a motivational speaker. Cause I like to get my thoughts out. I like to get my expression out. You know what I'm saying? It just just a new stepping stone for me.
Now, do you want your motivational speaking to be a part of your faith? Like, do you want to draw on your Muslim
goal.
faith?
That's my goal. That's my goal. Is to get out to the Islamic country. You know what I'm saying? Especially to these young people. Community. You know what I'm saying? Especially these young people. You know what I'm saying? Especially these young Muslims. You know what I'm saying?
Who's your favorite like contemporary Muslim writer? Are you into any like?
Can't tell you right now. Not after.
Because you're gonna be shocked that I have a whole Muslim library of writers in here. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some books.
I need some books.
I'm gonna give you some Catholic books too, though. But so what's the number one thing? Were you raised Muslim?
No, I converted into Muslim 10 years ago from my adopted parents. You know what I'm saying? My real parents wasn't Muslim, but my adopted parents were Muslim.
Oh, right on.
You know what I'm saying?
So you were adopted?
Yeah, I was adopted. So I converted. You know what I'm saying? But
Out of a foster care program?
Yeah, but it took me a minute to convert though. It took me a minute. 'Cause I didn't want to jump into something that I didn't know I was getting myself into.
Yeah, it's smart.
You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, you need some money. Okay, you go find a job. Okay, you need to learn how to fix the tire. You need to learn how to take the tire off. You need to learn how to. So it's like call your job. You already know how to change the tire, fix the brakes. You can't just jump into it. Say, hey, I'm just here to make money, and can you come fix my car? And you don't know nothing about cars. I don't know how to change a brake. I don't know how to do none of that. But I try to watch out and stay away from stuff that's bad.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good and bad.
So, do you actually participate in your community?
I go to Juma every other Friday.
Good.
Because some Fridays I really can't find really a module that's open on Fridays, so it's kind of hard.
And you work because you work.
Yeah, but at the same time, God come before everything. I stopped what I.
I think God brought you here. No, God brought you to my door because here is the most divided time in America.
It is, Jason.
I want a podcast to advance human rights, but because I'm a Trump supporter, people will think I'm a racist or I hate Muslims, but they don't know that half my day is spent fighting for Muslims around the world. I wouldn't wear this shirt out because people might think it's absurd. I'm just wearing one of my favorite shirts in my house. I'm wearing the shirt for you, probably. God wanted me to wear this shirt.
That's crazy. See, that's my point to go back. People are judging you. They
go, why are you wearing that shirt?
They go by what they see.
They go, why are you wearing that shirt? You don't wear that shirt, but I wear this shirt around my house all the time. So,
I like that shirt, Ashley, man. I was like, you got another.
I'm gonna order this for you. I'm gonna get you this shirt, brother. I'm gonna give you a shirt.
I love that shirt.
But hold this real quick. Tell them about what you do. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, people to the world. I'm a young man that go door to door here in City Direct Management. It's an organization that creates jobs for young men and women that come from high crime, low income areas, from 18 through 25. Getting them a job where they can make an honest income for themselves. Also, most important, to save money and teach them how to invest. Invest, young people. This is what the world we live in is called invest. Not how much you save, it's how much you. It's not how much you make, it's how much you save. Cool. So it's work to invest, young people. Work to invest. So
we got people here. They go, hey, Jason, please ask our brother about the founder of Planned Parenthood. So this guy here is my friend Deacon from Baghdad.
Okay.
He said, do you know about the founder of Planned Parenthood and what she said about black people? Does he know about that? Do you know about Margaret Sanger?
No, sir.
So,
shirt.
So I got this for you, brother. And so this is a shirt just for you. Look at this. It's actually a woman.
Look at this.
It says image of God, mirror imaged. So when you look in the mirror, it reads right. I got more, but that's
look at this right there. Look at this.
So that's it. See the image of God, because I want everyone to know they have an incomparable dignity, beauty, and worth. So yeah, the founder of Margaret Sanger was a virulent racist. And what's up, Jason? This is my buddy Joe, a hero, an American hero. Hector, I love this, Jason. He knocked on the right door. Wow, true love. So you know what's amazing? Like, my son's like, Dad, there's a guy with the BLM shirt on and something in his back, tucked in his back. And I'm like, what? And I look back and I see something shiny in your back. And then the first things you said out of your mouth were, I'm a black man, but I'm not going to shoot you or something like that. And you and I have more in common than anyone in New Braunfels.
No way.
And of course we do.
We don't even know each other.
But we're from the same neighborhood, right?
Right.
We just found out the guy you work for, I know his cousin.
That's crazy.
I mean, the guy you work for, I know his cousin. I've been on the phone with her in the past 2 months. You mentioned Elijah Muhammad's grandson. I was literally just with him a couple of weeks ago. And, we are literally hung out in the same places, from the same neighborhood. And now is the most divided time in American history. It's not actually, but we're told we're divided. We're being manipulated. But the reality is we have never been more united as a country. We've never had more in common. We've never been more committed to everyone's well-being. But everyone feels like the country's falling apart. But we cannot let them tear us apart.
We gotta do our part, man. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta, be here for each other. We gotta help each other out. We can't go against each other, man. God made everybody equally, man. So when people, you know what I'm saying, learn that, then, you know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be cool. Everything become copacetic. Everything gonna remain cool. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? The president, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't like the, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we can't change what God, we can't change what God has planned for us. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go with the flow.
And people say a lot about our president. I did not like him, actually. When he was first nominated, I was so heartbroken.
Yeah.
But I have looked at what he has done. And when I looked at what he has done, now what people say about him, I think he is a very good man. I think he is a man who fights for the working guy, people like us, you know? And
that's what we need.
But
man.
we let the media... Look, this is why I love this shirt. What does the shirt say?
It says, and loving the people who we are doing the oppression.
So look it.
Malcolm X, the news.
Read this.
The newspaper will have you hating. Correct.
The newspaper will have you hating. What? Hating who?
Wow, Malcolm X.
They will have you hating the people who are fighting for you and loving the people oppressing you. And I believe that's true about Donald Trump. And I think that I don't want to get into politics right now, because that's all side. But here's what I want to do. You want to be a motivational speaker?
Yes,
you
sir.
said you want to have a podcast.
Yes, sir.
You live in New Braunfels.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna give you my phone number. But I want us to do Toastmasters together. You ever heard of Toastmasters?
I heard of it. I never tried it.
Do you know what it is?
Yes, I never tried Toastmasters.
I started doing Toastmasters at your age. I didn't graduate college until I was your age, because I joined the Army at 17. I got in trouble, did some mischief as a young man, joined the Army at 17, and left, our neighborhood, went to Hawaii and stayed, went to college, and I wanted to learn how to be a public speaker, but I have dyslexia. And I took public speaking classes in college, and we never even had to give speeches. I would have to beg, can I give a speech? Like, oh, no, we're really going to just write a paper on speech theory. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. If I took swimming class, I would hope I got in the pool. But these teachers, you know how they dumb everything down. So I got through speaking class, I didn't even get to give a speech. So I went, when I graduated, and I joined Toastmasters, because I wanted to be a public speaker.
So
and now this house was mostly paid for by public speakers.
So what made you want to become a public speaker, a motivational speaker? Is it because you want to get a message out? Is it because you want to touch people's hearts? I mean, what's your...
my favorite quote is from this guy right here, Malcolm X. He said, Plymouth Rock, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us. You ever heard that quote?
Yes, I have.
It's one of my favorite quotes.
I read that quote like every month, man. That's my favorite quote of all time.
So it's one of my favorite quotes, and because that quote resonated with me. When I first heard of it from my roommate in the Army who was Muslim, a black Muslim, he gave me that quote. It was actually on his poster he had in our barracks. And when I was 17, my high school girlfriend's father forced her to have an abortion while I was in basic training. I didn't know abortion was a thing. As strange as that sounds, I did not know you could kill a child in the womb until I found out my child was killed. So that was Plymouth Rock falling on me. That was the world falling on me. That was an injustice happening to me that changed the course of my life, that people can't even understand, like where I'm coming from. Like people they don't know that Malcolm X's father was pulled across a trolley track and cut in half by the Klan. So if they didn't know that, they couldn't understand this man. They would just think he was, especially when he was young, he was angry, he was radical.
Yeah.
They didn't understand, well, what would happen to you if you, as a boy, knew your dad was pulled across a train track and cut in half? Or what would you do? Well, people see me as radical and wild. Well, what would you do if at 17 you found out your child was forcibly aborted? How would that impact the direction and course of your life? So that is what set me off. Like I wanted to spend the rest of my life getting in between children and violent people. Whether it's the child in the womb, or whether it's a Yazidi girl in Mount Sinjar fleeing ISIS, or whether it's a Uyghur girl in a concentration camp in East Turkestan. I want to live my life in between those people to the best of my ability through God's grace and the violent. And so as a young man, I knew I was practically illiterate. I had dyslexia, which I didn't know until I was in the military. I was from a broken home and I didn't have manners. I didn't, I was effectively useless to do any good in the world, but I wanted to do good. I wanted to be useful to protecting children like my daughter. that I couldn't protect, which here's her name right here. It was in the 3rd trimester, so someone gave me this beautiful gift with her name, Jessica Jones. We named her. Boom. Right? So this is the key to being a public speaker. Whatever injustice that you experienced personally, that is your inciting incident. You think to your life, what injustice did you experience most personally? That you said you made some mistakes in your life. Those mistakes were the fruit, most likely, of decisions made because of an injustice you might have experienced. I know you're in foster care, so maybe neglect as a child or abandonment. That, whatever that was, whatever it is. That right there is empathy. So you know what it's like to be a child in foster care. You know what it's like to be in a new home and be uncomfortable and not feel like it's your home, right?
Yes.
I don't know how many homes were you in?
I was like 3 at the most.
So then you know what it's like to get close with somebody, to not trust them, to feel at home, to not feel at home, then to feel at home, to not trust someone, then to trust them, and to have that ripped apart. That happened to you 3 times. That right there is your inciting incident. That right there are the seeds of the mistakes you made, but that's also the seeds of the beautiful things that you can do for other kids. Because right now, there are young kids, 10, 11, 12 years younger than you, who are going into a home for the first time, scared, lonely, confused, neglectful, angry. All those things that you felt they feel, but no one will understand that like you, but you. So I think that's probably what you're going to be speaking on, I would suggest, I would think. And then people said, you get scared to speak. I have never been afraid to speak. And here's why. When people say, would you be, here's a question I ask people. Would you be afraid to get in front of 100 people and give a speech in a movie theater?
Yes. I get kind of nervous. I was just like scared.
I'm about to solve this problem for you. you'll never be nervous again. I promise you. Would you be afraid if you were in a theater with 100 people in it and 10,000? Let's say, so you'd be afraid to give a speech in front of 100. Let's say you were in a huge stadium, 10,000 people, and a fire broke out. Would you be afraid to stand up and shout fire?
No.
Never give a speech on anything less important than yelling fire in a theater. Because when it's that important, you don't care what people think about you, because you're thinking about them. See? So when you're speaking on foster care system, you're speaking on family and our shared concern for our children, you will never be afraid, because your heart is with them. Because you know what it's like to be in a bed. Tell people, I can only use my imagination. I just know what it's like having parents that was divorced and my mom having new guys come and go. I know that was awkward and strange. So from that, I can kind of begin to empathize. But do you want to share? Maybe this is your first speech. Can you tell people when you think of it, when you see a young person in foster care, what are your thoughts? How does your heart go out to them? What do you think?
Oh well, he's in a new difference. Well, he's experiencing new things. He's around an environment where he really don't know. You know what I'm saying? And just got somewhere to go. Just got somewhere to live in the meantime, between time. But actually, you know what I'm saying, sticking with someone, knowing them, having someone that has your back, you know what I'm saying, have someone that's care for you, that's priceless. You know what I'm saying? So
what's it like the first day in a new home when you're in foster care?
I was just nervous. I ain't know what to do. I just had to take it day by day. I had to learn day by day. I had to learn how to associate with the other kids I'm around. I had to learn how to get used to people that I'm living with. And you know what I'm saying? It took me time going from home to home. But
did you ever felt let down by your foster parents?
Nah, because they was there for me.
All your 3 families were for you?
Yeah, they were there for me. It just
That's awesome.
I don't know. It just happened the way it happened.
So you were blessed.
I was blessed. Put it that way. Yes, I was fortunate and blessed.
Have you had friends have bad experiences in foster care that you talked to?
No. Most of my parents. Most of my my friends. Yeah, but they don't.
Because I've heard, I have so many friends who do foster care, And for them, it's so traumatizing so many times because they fall in love with these children, and then the system takes them away.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta learn how to. So so many days you can. You know, so many days go after you get used to it, and then take it away from you. You just like
the state takes you.
Just take it away. Just like, man, I got my whole life just taken away from me. Now what do I do?
For you and your parents.
For you, me and my parents. So it just, you know what I'm saying.
So we're gonna do Toastmasters together?
Yes, sir.
Now here's what I'm worried. The whole time we're talking, I'm thinking, this dude, I'm taking money out of your pocket. How many? What's your quota? Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, my quota is 10 cents for 200. I'm on track. What time is it right now?
I just ruined your sales for today.
346. I'm definitely on track. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I will definitely get this right there. What is that?
That's Man Fitness.
I'm gonna get Men's Fitness.
Everybody loves Man Fitness.
Now, what for the kids?
Right there, Kids National Geographic. That's what Miss Sabrina did. She brought Kids National Geographic for the children at the hospital for their education, for their reading.
My neighbor?
Sabrina. She told me you was cool, but you know what I'm saying? I took a chance. You know what I'm saying? And that chance so happened to work out.
Praise God. All right, so let's answer the questions, then I'm going to let you get to work, and I got to buy some magazines. All right, so Jason, true love of Jesus, God bless both of you. Look at all these folks. Oh, this is my buddy. Look at this, Teeny. This guy's the best musician in America. One day I'll be bragging about people. He's my best friend. I'm going to go, yeah, you know, my buddy Teeny, that's one of my best friends. This is my best friend. I'm going to call you my best friend. Teeny's my best friend. He's gonna be like, I barely know him.
Why black lives violence in the streets?
What was that?
Why
BLM violence in the streets? Okay, that's a fair question, right?
Why BLM?
So he's talking about, you know, there's been violence in the streets that people associate with BLM.
Hey,
have you seen any of that?
Man, that's everywhere, man. But like I said, I don't get to all that polluting and stuff because really believe we are, like I said, we are people. So I don't treat people such and such. I treat people who they are and how they treat me. I don't treat you because you white, because you blue, because you green, because she Asian, because she Chinese. We don't do that. I don't do that. Me personally, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, you know what I'm saying, treat people equally and fair. But Black Lives Matter, I don't think they're gonna never go away. You know what I'm saying? But I believe all lives matters. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wear a shirt.
Let me tell you a story. I was just down in Austin. They saw me in my truck with that BLM sticker. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sorry, with my Trump sticker. And the BLM folks were like yelling at me, flicking me off. And I was looking at them thinking, I bet you that I would be friends with each and every one of these people if they knew me. Mm. But they're looking at my truck and they're looking at my bumper sticker and they're prejudging me. Right?
Like I said.
And we do the same. My son said do with a BLM shirt and a shiny thing in his back. And I'm like, what the dude's got? What is that in his back? But it was this. You stuck this in like that, right? All right. My friend wants to buy some magazines from you. Is there a link that we can send her? Did you get credit for or no?
InnerCityDirectManagement.com.
InnerCityDirectManagement.com. Right on. All right. I'll send that to Amanda. Oh, look at all my friends want to buy your magazines.
Hey, that's rock.
Do you get credit for that?
Every day, all day long.
Online?
Every day, all day long.
So we'll send them links as soon as we.
How do
we send it to them?
The way it was, the way I get the credit for it, you do it through Venmo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Pay Venmo, and that's how I get the credit.
You will give me something to give to them as soon as we're done. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's crazy.
And then, like Joe Biden, I got to get my 10%.
You ever seen the movie?
I got to get my 10% like Joe Biden.
I got to get my 10%. And that's crazy. You ever seen the movie 8 Mile with Eminem?
Of course I saw 8 Mile.
The owner of the company, he played the character Lickety Split. He's the owner of the company. He's from the east side of Detroit too, and he knows.
So you say this company really helps young men?
For young men and women.
So how long have you been working for this company?
I've been doing it for 10 years. 10 years.
I hope you don't get in trouble for being on my podcast.
Hey man, listen. I hope he watching it because he gonna say, "Yo, that's my man on TV." Who? You know what I'm saying? At first, I thought she was Gary Coleman for a minute. What's the funny guy? What's
Gary
Owens. Gary Owens.
Okay,
that's what he look like a little bit.
Okay, can I tell you a joke, America?
See, he doesn't look like.
Can I tell a joke?
You act just like.
So the white people don't know what you're talking about, right? Like the white people don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so there's this comedian that I don't know why the black community loves,
you act like
and I look like him.
That's my man.
I'm told,
man. That's my
but
man.
I think I'm better looking. I think I look more like Dennis Quaid. So
I love him, man.
So I was at a thing, and the son of Elijah Muhammad's grandson was there, and I was told I was gonna have to do a stand-up routine. So I was the only guy like me there, right? So conservative, Christian, white. So one of my jokes was, but Gary was gonna be there.
Oh wait.
But he wasn't. But I was going to tell a joke about how I'm a Christian and I'm a public speaker and I travel the country and, you know, it's lonely. So I have to use this service. There's this subscription service I use. I highly recommend it. Everyone should use it. It's called Ashley Madison. That was a joke. You know what Ashley Madison is?
Yeah.
But you shouldn't use your own name because it's been hacked. I go by the name Gary Owen. That was going to be my joke. So they would expect that coming from a Christian conservative. But I didn't get to do my stand-up routine. My friend who brought me there, Mikkel, I'm going to have to tag you. Mikkel's like, no, I'm not going to let you tell jokes. So, so this is good. I can talk. We're friends. We live in the same neighborhood.
I'm on podcast.
Any more questions? Well, this isn't really my podcast. It's just my friends. But we're going to do a podcast soon together. Unborn Lives Matter. I played golf with Dennis Quaid years ago. John Tidwell's just
Unborn Lives Matter. I like that. Unborn
Boom,
Life.
you like that? You're pro-life?
Yes. Unborn Lives Matter. That's really true, man.
Unborn Lives Matter. Well, look, we got some gifts.
Yes.
I got to get to work and buy your magazine, and you got to talk to my neighbors.
Yeah, I talk to the neighbors.
So, any final words, man?
Happy holidays, people. Happy holidays.
All right, guys, we're going to bounce. I got to take a kid to swimming, and you got to
hustle.
Knock on my neighbors' doors. By the way, what has been the response to that shirt from my neighbors? Because this is like the most conservative neighborhood in America.
They respect it.
Everybody.
They respect it.
They should.
They respect it. She respect the hell out of the shirt. I got my own clothing line, so I got her a shirt. I do my own clothing line too.
Oh, you got her a shirt?
I got her a Black Lives Matter, but I got her in yellow. I wish I had a shirt, but I'm good to you, but I ran out to my last
one.
Well,
we're friends now. You live in New Braunfels, so we're connected.
You know what I'm saying? So just working to, be a voice, working to be a role model to these young people, work to be a tool, working to be a voice, working to be a leader, working on being a good father, a good citizen, all across the board. So, you know what I'm saying? So,
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Praise God. All right, guys, we're out of here. We got work to do.